The Philadelphia Eagles will begin training camp without their biggest offensive weapon on the field. Running back Brian Westbrook underwent surgery to remove bone spurs from his ankle. He injured the ankle last September at a game against the Steelers. Westbrook, however, is expected to be ready for the start of the regular season.
Shot clock at 2. He's got to put it up. Tries to bank it. Does so. And a foul. Kobe Bryant, brilliant here in the third quarter, and the Lakers up by 22.
MJ, Shaq, and the logo. And now Kobe Bryant did something last night that only Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, and Jerry West have done. Stockpile 40 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists in a single NBA Finals game, leading the Lakers to a 25-point series opening win. 18 of those jaw-clenching, teeth-gritting 40 came in a third quarter that turned into a blowout as Kobe seeks his 4th ring and first sans Shaq.
I just wanted so bad. You know, last 2 times we've been to the finals, we came up short. So, you know, this time around we're just really locked in.
There's been a lot of speculation about why you're so intense this year. A lot of people say you want to prove to LeBron you're still the tops in the league. Other people say you want to win one without Shaq. Is there any merit to that at all, or is that, I mean, do you think about those things?
Not at all.
Kobe, you care to expand on that a little bit? Well, here we'll expand on Kobe's night versus the 3 others. Only West got a triple-double out of that accomplishment in a Game 7 loss to Boston. That after he averaged 38 points in the series. MJ did his versus Phoenix en route to completing the Bulls' first three-peat. Kobe had 24 points and 8 rebounds the same night that Shaq did his thing in Game 2 in 0-2 versus New Jersey en route to the sweep and the Lakers' three-peat.
A couple of former Cubs stars are spending the weekend down the south side at U.S. Cellular Field. Both Mark DeRosa and Kerry Wood built solid fan bases while playing at Wrigley. The two now share a Cleveland Indians uniform as DeRosa and Wood return to Chicago for the first time since parting ways with the Cubs. Our Josh Moore had a chance to get their thoughts on the past, the present, and the future.
I had a great time, had a great experience, had a great 10 years in Chicago, and you know, now I'm on to the next phase.
And so it is still strange to see Kerry Wood playing somewhere other than Chicago for another team, wearing a uniform that isn't Cubby blue.
Yeah, it's different. Obviously, it's new for me. I've never had to do that. But again, the quicker you get to know guys, the more time you spend with them, and going on the road helps, and spending more time with the guys you get. It's baseball. It's the same thing as I've been doing for the last 10 years.
Wood is a Cleveland Indian now. He signed there as a free agent after the Cubs decided not to bring him back. Mark DeRosa is an Indian too, traded there after 2 seasons on the north side where he won over Cub fans and fell in love with being a Cub.
It was disheartening. I mean, I didn't see any reason why I should have been traded, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know the statistics that go into it, the money that goes into it, the sale of the team. I mean, there's so many factors that as players, you just look at it from, I did my job, I'll be here next year.
We're in the middle of the season now, and we've got you know, a lot more important things to worry about than being in a different place. So the adjustment was quick for me. These guys have been great.
Of course, this first return to Chicago is to the south side at a visiting clubhouse that both players have been in many times. But in just a couple of weeks during interleague play, they'll come back to Wrigley Field and the crowd they once considered theirs.
I'm sure it'll be mixed. So you know, hopefully I get to walk out there 2 or 3 times. You know, I'm looking forward to it.
The fans were incredible my 2 years there. I know, you know, I've read some of Jim Henry's comments, and I felt the same way when I signed over there. People didn't even know who I was, and probably raked them over the coals for it. And then when I left, they did the opposite. So I mean, I had a great time there. I'm excited to go back and play.
At U.S. Cellular Field, Josh Moore, Comcast Sportsnet.
All right, thanks, Josh. DeRosa is now hitting .263 with 9 home runs and 37 RBI this season. Alfonso Soriano leads the Cubs with 26 RBI, by the way. Kerry Wood has 8 saves but has struggled with a 6.00 ERA. Well, for some fans, there's nothing that stands in the way of devotion to their beloved teams. In some cases, that devotion even extends beyond their own lifetime.
Ooh, get ready for this, folks. The phrase, "till death do us part," does not apply to one man who has decided to keep his own eternal flame burning for the Cubs enthusiasts with a chance to worship their baseball heroes from the grave. David Kaplan has more.
I feel like by coming here and sitting down in front of the wall, you're going to remember all the great times that you shared with your loved one at Wrigley Field.
Dennis Mascari is a Cubs fan who's giving his fellow Northside baseball brethren a chance to make the most of their lifelong loyalty for all of eternity.
I just thought that it would put a whole new picture on the whole process. I kind of want to become like the Walt Disney of the afterlife.
Only this is no Disneyland. This is Beyond the Vines, located at Bohemian National Cemetery with Wrigley Field just minutes away. This gives dearly departed Cubs faithful the ultimate chance to rest in peace at their own friendly confines. For Mascari, the idea began as a tribute to his deceased father, who loved his Cubs.
When he passed away, I went to the cemetery quite a bit to say hello, and every time I left there, I got like depressed because it's just like room after room of granite and names, and I thought a person that lived 90 years old should have more of a final curtain.
And then you also have, I saw one of the plaques you have up there with the Cubs logo. So the Cubs obviously know all about this and are on board.
They know all about it. Actually, we bought the plaque from a company whose license was Major League Baseball to manufacture urns and plaques.
Cremation is obviously required to reserve one of the 288 so-called eternal skyboxes, but one of them is already taken. Now, you also told me that spot right there, this one, that's yours. You got that picked out for you someday.
Well, you know, sometimes you have to use your connections to get good seats, so I wanted to put my reservation in early. This is going to be home plate for me.
I'm David Kaplan, Comcast Sportsnet.
Thanks, Cap. And Cap's getting a plot right next door there, too, I think. In this day in Chicago history, we remember one of the most spectacular moves in NBA Finals history. Plus, coming up at 10:30, Sarah Kustak introduces us to a local weightlifter who has Olympic aspirations in more than one sport.